Hey, Howard Kingston here, entrepreneur, marketer, and co-founder of Growth Velocity Academy. In this video, let's understand the basics of search engine optimization, or SEO as people call it. Now, why is SEO important? Well, back in the day, maybe kind of 10, 15 years ago, if you're as old as I am, imagine you were in a different country. Let's just say you were traveling and you got a really bad toothache and you didn't know anyone in the city and you needed to find a dentist. Where would you have gone to find how would you have found out how to go to the dentist? Okay, you don't know anyone, you can't get a recommendation. Well, most of you will remember, if you're as old as I am, you'll remember that there used to be this big book, yellow, kind of golden colored book called the Yellow Pages, all right, or the Golden Pages. It's called different things in different countries. And that used to be, you open it up and go to dentist, and there'd be that's how you find the dentist, and then you call them up and find one close to you and call them up. Well, that's the way it used to be done for, decades. What about today? Imagine again, you're traveling somewhere and you get that toothache. You're not going to get that Yellow Pages anymore, are you? You're going to go somewhere else. And that place you're going to go is Google. And that's what everyone does now. People have a problem, they go to Google. People want the answer to something, they go to Google. It's just how the internet works. All right. So this opportunity is what I want to talk about. That is the art of and science of how, when someone is looking for something, that you come up high on the search results for free. And that's what's called search engine optimization, or SEO as it's commonly referred to. Now, I remember some years ago, I got an email just one day randomly. I got an email in my inbox, and it was from these people like over in like a country I'd never even heard of before, let alone been in, right? And they reached out to me and they invited me to fly over and do a talk on growth hacking. And I remember asking them, we got it booked in, and it was like a well-paid speaking opportunity. And I remember asking them, like, when I was there, how did you hear about me? And they said, oh, well, we were looking for a growth hacking expert, and I Googled you. I Googled growth hacking expert Europe, and you came up. And this is a great example of how search engine optimization on my website was working. Because people Google growth hacking expert, and I came up on the first page. They came to my website and booked me in. Now that's that one client. Since then, by the way, I've gotten multiple five figures, possibly even six figures of revenue from that one client since. All because I came up high on page one of Google. All right, and just that one moment. Imagine they went somewhere else. I would not have made any of that money, okay? And this is why it's important for you. Your customers are people you don't even know are searching for things and searching for answers to problems, looking for people, looking for services, and you want to come up in the top, okay? So guys, I want to share 3 top tips about understanding and mastering the basics of search engine optimization. So tip number 1. You got to understand the matrix. So it's a little bit like, you remember in The Matrix, the movie, one of my favorite movies ever, there's part of it where Neo kind of starts understanding how things works and is able to stop the bullets. There's a very famous scene where he's able to stop the bullets and then he's able to beat up the bad guy. And you need to also understand the matrix. Okay, how does the internet work? Okay, you don't need to become an expert on computer science or anything like that, but you do need to understand some of the core things, how the internet works. And there's something which, when you go to a search engine like Google, but you know what? Google's not the only search engine. What's the world's leading search engine for videos? YouTube. What's the world's leading search engine for professional people? LinkedIn, etc., etc. And I could go on. And a lot of the internet is now powered by search engines. We all think of Google, but it's not the only one. But I'm going to use Google as the core example today. All right. When you go to Google and you type some words into the bar on google.com, those words that you type in, marketers have a word, a term they call those words, and they're called keywords. Okay, keywords. Remember that. It's really important. And the keywords that whatever you write in, let's say, for example, red shoes. Let's say someone types in where to buy red shoes. Google will, and whatever search engine, I'm just going to use Google for an example here. Google will take that word, that keyword, red shoes, and it will have scanned all of the internet. You've probably heard of these things called spiders before. And not real spiders, they're Google spiders. They index all the internet, and it will have found other websites that have the words red shoes in them. So it will know that's a very relevant website, okay? And it will suggest those websites to people in the search results, okay? So that's it from a really simplistic point of view. It does get a little bit more, there's a bit more to it than that, but I just want to kind of give a very kind of like big, absolute beginner's version of it. So the important thing for you to understand is the keywords that people type in, you need to make sure you have them across your website. Okay, so you need to understand what are the right words that people are searching for, which are the most popular words, which are relevant for my company, which ones do I want to come up on, say, page 1 of Google for. Because a stat that you need to know and write this one down is that 91% of all clicks go onto page 1 of search results on Google. Okay, so you really want to try and be there. Okay, so big takeaway from this bit is keywords. Really, really important. You need to understand what are the keywords that you want to use so you can be found and be relevant for when your customers are searching for things in search engines. Okay, tip number 2 is you got to get on the page. You got to get on the page. Now, SEO has 2 parts. One is called on-page SEO, or search engine optimization. And the other one is called off-page SEO, or off-page search engine optimization. Okay, so in this bit, I'm going to talk about the on-page. So the on-page is on your website. There's certain things that we need to optimize on our website to make it really relevant for the right type of people who are our customers when they go onto search engines. Okay, so there's a few things that we need to do there. I won't go through all of them in this video, but I want to talk like 1 or 2 top tips. And the main things is, remember that we need to understand what keywords are, and the keywords need to be on our website. Okay, and ideally they'll be on all of our pages on our website, because our website is actually multiple individual pages, isn't it? Like, no one really goes to a website anymore and kind of flicks through it like a magazine. Like, those days are gone. Now people kind of just go straight into certain pages. So every single page you want to optimize for search engines. That's what's called on-page SEO. And you want to make sure some of the big ones, there's something called a title tag. That's the most important part of the whole on-page optimization bit. And there's also things called meta descriptions, which are still absolutely key. That's the bits when people search for something, they see this come up on search engine results, and it's the bit when you share things on social media, a bit of a preview with images and a description comes up. This is all this kind of stuff. Anyway, I won't go too much more into it in this video, but if you are interested in learning more about this kind of stuff, we cover all of this in Growth Velocity Academy, our digital marketing accelerator, if you do want to learn more. Okay. Tip number 3, you got to get off the page. Okay, so in the last video, I was describing how you got to get on the page and optimize your on-page SEO. In this video, you got to get off the page, all right? And on-page SEO is really, really important, but off page is really, really important as well. Okay, because if you think about it, if someone Googles the words red shoes, you might have two websites who both have optimized their on-page SEO. So there's a lot, it's very relevant to the word red shoes. But off-page is like how Google can, and any search engine can determine how credible and how much authority your website has. Okay. And there's a way that search engines do that. And it's by other websites that link to your website. Okay, so other websites linking to your website. So for example, if loads of media, say Forbes, Harvard University, Growth Velocity Academy, and the Huffington Post all have featured your company on their website and have linked to your website, Google will see that. Google can see that, and that would give you a lot of credibility, okay, as a ranking. Okay, so that's really important, and that's how Google understands it. Okay, so really the most important thing there is the more internal links we can get from other websites, it's a way that Google sees that as almost like a thumbs up or a like, and it increases your authority. Okay, so guys, in this video, what I've been doing is really sharing with you the key principles and a beginner's guide to search engine optimization. I talked about how it's important. Do you remember the yellow pages? So important, and how if you get this right, all of a sudden you can just open your inbox every day and you'll start seeing people, reaching out to you from the internet wanting to work with you, and that can be very lucrative. Okay. The three top tips is we're going to need to understand the matrix, 1. 2, we need to get on the right page, get on page and optimize our website. And then tip number 3, we need to get off the page. Okay, get off the page and make sure that we increase our credibility. Now, guys, this is a beginner lesson. Search engine optimization gets a bit more technical than this. 2 things that can help you with that. 1 is if you want to learn practically how to do search engine optimization for your site, we cover that in detail, as well as all the other marketing channels in our Digital Marketing Accelerator. Just go to Growth Velocity Academy to website or message us and you'll find all the details. Or if you do want to find out some of our top tools we recommend for search engine optimization, I've created a checklist for you, and I'll give that away for free. It's just below this video, so you can check it out for free. Okay, peace out, guys. Have a great life and have a great day. Peace out. It's Howard.